Today's true story from the Bible comes from the book of Genesis. Adam and Eve were the very first people God ever created. Adam and Eve were God's most precious creation. He loved them very much. God created a beautiful place for Adam and Eve to live, called the Garden of Eden. The garden had all kinds of furry and feathered animals, trees with juicy fruit, brightly colored plants, and it even had a river flowing through it. God gave Adam a special job, taking care of the garden and naming each creature. God also gave Adam a rule. You may eat from any tree in the garden, except for one, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Do you think Adam and Eve listened to God's rule? Let's find out what happens next. One day, Eve met a sneaky serpent. Can you say, The serpent asked Eve a question. Did God really tell you not to eat from any tree in the garden? Eve told the serpent they could eat from all the trees except for the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The sneaky serpent told Eve that was not true. It said if she ate from the tree, she would know everything, just like God does. When you see a piece of fruit on the tree, say fruit. Even though Eve remembered what God had said, it was hard not to eat the fruit. It looked delicious. Say, don't do it, Eve. Oh no! Eve took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave it to Adam and he ate it too. Their eyes were opened. Blink your eyes. And they were filled with guilt, which means they felt bad about what they did. They knew they had disobeyed God. That is called sin. S-I-N. Sin. Sin is anything we think, say, or do that disobeys God. Sin ruined everything. The perfect world God had created was broken. Adam and Eve hid from God. Point to Adam and Eve and say, "Come out, come out." God loved them, so he found them and asked what happened. God said because of what they had done, there would be consequences. Their lives would be much harder. They would have to leave the beautiful Garden of Eden. Their sin had separated them from God. But sin would not win. One day, Jesus would come to earth and defeat it to make a way for God's people, for you and me, to be with God forever.